And to get you more on this, I'm joined by Professor Dashura from the School of Artificial Intelligence, IIT Delhi. Good afternoon, Professor. Thank you so much for joining us at this afternoon broadcast. To begin with this, now artificial intelligence, and as the report suggests, is a key component for economic growth as well. The report launched today also highlights that AI can bridge nearly half of the growth gap required to move India from a projected GDP of $6.6 trillion to $8.3 trillion, and that too by the year 2035. Now, for the benefit of our viewers, please help us understand how AI can benefit the industries, especially the banking and the manufacturing sector.
Good afternoon, and I'm very happy to be on your panel. So first, congratulations for your 66th anniversary. Doordarshan had been a real steering wheel in our nation for a while now. So coming to your question that how ambitious is this plan? I would tell you that this is ambitious indeed, but then we have a big zeal to go out there. We have seen three major motivations or milestones. One was the internet, another one was mobile, and third is AI. So in internet, we were the bystanders or we were the consumers. In mobile, we were co-developers, but in AI, we are leaders. I would actually tell you that when government says 8% by 2035, they have clearly chalked out the areas, they have clearly chalked out the sectoral values, particularly like sectors like banking. 30 to 35% of growth they are expecting industry mein by application of AI, and then followed by R&D with 20 to 25% of growth. Then manufacturing, they are saying manufacturing is basically the wheel and spoke both of a developing economy. So government today, by the launch of this AI for Viksit Bharat report, they have projected AI as nice to have, say, move hoke must have ke bracket mein, and they have not done it as an isolated sector. For a overall development and for overall sectoral growth, they have embedded it in every possible sector, starting from education to manufacturing to finance to health, then to records, everything you name, and you have AI embedded there. Government also has a very staggered plan. Like, it is going to start with capacity building. It is going to start with building large language models inside the country. We are also importing GPUs now, so high throughput computing. So we are making good enough infrastructure, and at the same time we are also ensuring that we would be going all out, covering all the sectors. We are creating enough manpowers, particularly from IITs, NITs, IIITs, followed by central universities, followed by different agricultural universities, where AI is embedded in the education, so that at the end of 4 years from today, we have a whole big force of manpower who's AI educated, AI enabled, AI conversant, and the moment they go on into the job market, we have very good outcomes. So the plan of 2035 would, I personally feel, I'm very optimistic on that, would be written much earlier, around let us say 2032 or so. We would start seeing very good fruits out of it.
Also, Professor Dashura, as the Finance Minister, said that AI should be used in a very controlled manner. Help us understand how one can ensure its safety and secure usage with zero compromises on authenticity in especially these specific sectors that the report has outlined today.
See, AI, one of the big challenges with AI is hallucination, or it just cannot filter between the fake data and the real data. So this actually is a problem. And when government says, but then it is a very new technology, we are just building it up. And government, for a very massive country like India, very sensitive in several aspects, it becomes high on the moral value and high on the social value responsible that we have our regulations in place. When government says that it has to be very safe to be operate and it has to be secured, that means that regulations has to be very uptight. You see, the government has put several regulations on social media, where there are certain sections of news which you cannot publish, or there is a government approval required for it. So similarly, AI, because we are trying to put that tool into the hands of masses, into the hands of people who are working from ground to top. So there is a big chance that information can be misconstrued. And when it comes to technology, it is very difficult to pull back that information. The damage is usually done. So I totally agree to that stance of government that it has to be AI, it has to be massive AI, mass AI, and at the same time, it has to be a regulated AI. That means it has to go through certain filters. India had far too long been a data center, like we had been giving data for development of different technologies globally. But now the time has come when we use our data, when we develop our technologies, when we develop our own models, whether it is large language or natural language processing models, we develop our own models. So there is a fair chance that once it is covered under the government norms, when it is covered under the ethical principles, fair principles we call them, so it is a fair chance that they are regulated. And this regulation and also the accountability would, I'm very sure, be trickled down or held to each and every institution which is using AI, whether it is at the R&D level or whether it is at the education, manufacturing, broadcasting, any segment you pick up. Accountabilities would be set, and that makes the system very transparent and very safe to be operated. Because as the technology is advancing, recently you must have seen nano banana, beautiful images you can make, beautiful videos you can make, and it is very difficult to discriminate it is a real video or it is a constructed video.
Right.
So and particularly our country, it goes into election all the time. Our every research which we brings out on the table becomes a research of impact. So it is very, very important that it is regulated.
Right.
So I strongly support the regulation of AI, and I am also very sure that institution and users will also be made accountable. The norms of regulation would be made very clear to people.
Apart from talking about the sectoral benefits that AI can provide and the regulation of it, tell us how AI can also be used to skill and create employment opportunities for the youth.
This is very important because there is a kind of a created stigma with AI that it is a job consumer. It is going to consume people's job. But I would tell you that I have a slightly different view. It will not consume people's job. When India specifically, this is a textbook case study that how India is implementing AI, where you need people to be employed and you also need technology to be there. So what India has very smartly done and very nicely done is it has not created separate departments or divisions. It has embedded AI into the running systems, like into the day-to-day operation. So with this, it means that you need not to remove people from the job and bring new people on. And then creating a job deficit, but instead you would just be needing some upskill of people. There would just be some skill refinement or some skill set definition of people till you get the first batch or second batch of people who are continuously trained on AI. That means 4 years or 3 years from now. Till then, you just need some skill development of the people, and government is ensuring courses like NPTEL, Swayam. These are the courses where people can sit at home. They are free of cost, sponsored by government. You can just see them on YouTube. So they are explained by professors from IIT and IIMs, and you actually get to learn it at your own time, at your own convenience, and at your own pace, twice, thrice. And anyways, AI has used AI so much in educating people that nowadays I am doubtful if you'll find anybody who would say that they don't know anything about AI. So getting self-educated is one of the motivating things. Apart from that, industry is making a mass education or a mass capacity building. Government sectors are undergoing it. So it is being embedded in the ongoing system so that we don't lose job. And in the coming times, we are also able to employ better people. And parallelly, government is strengthening a lot of AI startups, different large language models, and we have so many use cases, particularly the 5 sectors which I say. One is manufacturing, finance, healthcare, agriculture, and education. These 5 sectors, if we are able to set them right in terms of AI, I don't think AI per se will be responsible for job taking away or job consumption. Rather, it is going to develop people in terms of better skill set and better outreach.
And also, indeed, it is an example of ease of living opportunity only, because when we talk about the banking sector, it's going to provide so many options when it comes to digi banking and other options, isn't it?
AI would I personally feel in banking it would be extremely helpful in fraud detection, because there are tools like sound detection or voice detection or image analysis, we call it. So it is very, very important that fraud signatures are immediately taken care of, voice is immediately taken care of, and banking sector, financial and non-financial banking instrument NFBIs, they are also very, very strong places where people usually get attacked in the terms of hacking and all. So AI is going to prevent, hopefully for a great extent, where you have AI already detecting the fraud. In telecom company, we have started having it nowadays. The AI detects the spam and it stops the
Right.
call to come, or at least it raises an alert. Similarly, in healthcare sector, it is going to be very instrumental, where it is going to detect mass outbreaks
All
much
right.
at earlier time.
All right. Thank you so much, Professor Dashura, for joining us and getting us a rounded perspective on this latest development and this very important report.
Thank you so much.